Welcome back HOD Creative to another exciting tutorial on how to make this beautiful and elegant turban scarf you are seeing right here on your screen. It's just like a scarf and it's so beautiful and very easy to make. So if this is something you know you love to learn, let's go. So you saw the cap we are going to be making today. It's just a simple turban scarf. So these are the materials we are going to be using. You need a soft wadding. This is a very soft wadding, so you need a soft wadding. Then your fabric. This is obebi. This fabric is called obebi or yori yori. So you can use a non-stretchy fabric. You can also use a stretchy fabric. This fabric is stretchy, and so you can use a stretchy or a non-stretchy fabric, whichever one is fine. And you need your elastic, just this small elastic. Then I'm going to be using this paper to demonstrate to you how to cut it. So your tape rule, and I'm going to be embellishing it with this trimmings. I cut it out from a lace fabric, so you can use any trimmings of your choice if you like. It's optional, it's not compulsory you add anything to it. It's optional, so I might even use it, I might not use it, so it's optional. So these are just the basic materials you need for it. And this one is just little we are using, not much, just little. You don't need much, just little. You see it when we cut it. So let's get right into so the measurements. The way to cut this, you can see, is like a triangle, like this, like this, like this. Can you see it? So because of space, let me just explain to you how to cut it. 1 yard fabric. Let's assume this is a 1 yard fabric, because I use 1 yard fabric to cut this. So you just go ahead and slant it this way. See the way I'm slanting it? So you will slant it this way. It will be equal in this part and also this way, so you can see it. All you need is just this one, just this. You're not cutting with this, just this. So when you get it like so and you fold it this way, you just go ahead and cut it out from this place. You just cut it out. So this is your 1 yard fabric, which is 36 inches or 35 inches, whatever the inches is for your fabric. So just go ahead, take that 1 yard fabric and just throw it like this. See the way I did it? Just throw it in a slanted form like this. So you make sure this part is like this. Then these 2 edges are equal, and you go ahead and cut out just this. You don't need this. You just go ahead and cut out only this one. So this is what we need. So that's exactly what I did here. I just cut it out. So this is it. Can you see? This is it. So I just cut it out like so. So that's for the fabric. And if you want to be sure, what I have here, that's this long parts. I have 34 inches like so, and this other, that's this part that will be the head circumference. This part that will be the head circumference, I have 56. So this way I have 35, and this way I have 56. So that's for the measurements of this. If you don't understand, re-watch the video, you will understand it. So I'm going to cut the band now, because we are going to be needing band. So I'll go ahead and cut the band. I'll show you how to cut the band. So we'll be working with a circumference of 17 inches. It's standard for everybody. 17 inches. So I'll just mark a line at that 17 inches. So I'll get the midpoint of this 17 inches. The middle will be 8.5. right? Yeah. So I'll just mark this 8.5 here. So from this midpoint, I'm going to go ahead and mark 3 inches for the height of the band. 3 inches. So this is the 3 inches. And from these 3 inches here, I'll connect to this place. You curve it a little to this place. You also curve it a little to this place. So I'm just going to use my curve. If you don't have a curve, just go ahead and use your hand. So it's a very light curve, not too curvy. Just make it a little light. So just curve. So this is what we have. I'm just going to reshape these parts. So you don't need too sharp edge here. Don't make it too sharp. So just blend it. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. So this is our band, and we're going to place this band on our fabric and we'll cut it out. You also place it on your wadding. So this is where your wadding comes in. So I'll just go ahead. You fold your fabric into 2 to cut this part. Fold it into 2. So you place it on it like so. We're going to be adding 1/2 inches sewing allowance on it. 1/2 inches sewing allowance. So you go ahead and pin. This paper is so soft. I'm going to manage it like that. So you go ahead and cut and add your 1/2 inches sewing allowance. So this is what we have. So I'm going to place this on the wadding also, and I'll cut it out. So that's why I said the wadding you need just little, not much. You don't need much. So you can fold it into 2. If you don't want to, you can cut just 1 and iron. If you don't want it too bulky. So I'm folding it into 2. So I'll go ahead and cut. Then I'll take it to my ironing table and I'll iron it to the fabric. So I'll go ahead now. I'll iron it to my fabric. So let me just show you how it is. So this is it. This is the fabric. This is the wrong side, and this is the right side, and this is the wrong side. So I'm placing the shining part of the wadding. You can see this part is shining. This part is not shining. So the part that is shining is where the gum is. So you just place it on it, and you go ahead and iron it down. So when you're done ironing, fold it into 2 again and iron it. I hope you understand. So I'm going to do this and I'll be back. So I've gone ahead to iron it. So as you can see, iron, then fold it into 2 and also iron. So I'll go ahead and get the midpoint. This is the midpoint, notch it. You also take this. You also get the midpoint of the head circumference. That's this long part. So you go ahead and get the midpoint. So this is the midpoint. I've notched it. Now, the next thing we are going to do now is, here is the midpoint. So from this midpoint, you are going to be measuring half of what you have here. So half of what I have here is, let me fold it into 2, is 9 It's supposed to be 9.5, but that half inches is for sewing allowance. So it's 9 inches. So you're going to be marking that 9 inches here too. So this is the 9 inches. You will go ahead and mark it from that midpoint. So also from this midpoint, you measure another 9 inches to this other side. So I have 9 inches, 9 inches. So you bring the 9 inches together, make sure they are the same part, then you notch it by half inches. You put a mark of half inches here. Can you see? So this is the half inches. So take it to your sewing machine now. Just set this outside for now. So you go ahead and sew. Now let me show you. You will sew from this place that you notch, fold tinily, and then you will sew all the way down. You pipe it all the way to this point. Then from here all the way here, all the way here, and all the way back to this other half inches. So you are sewing every part except this 18 inches, because 9.9 plus 9 is 18. So you are sewing everywhere around except this 18 inches that we are going to fix this to. So you see that you sew or you weave it. You can also weave it. If you don't want to sew, you can just go ahead and weave it all the way around. So I'm going to take it to my sewing machine. I'm going to sew and I'll be back. I've gone ahead to sew. You can see I stitched every path following the shape except this place. So this is where this comes in. You place it midpoint to midpoint, midpoint to midpoint. So you placed it like so all the way here. So I'll just take it to the sewing machine now and I will stitch it down like so. So I'll go ahead and stitch and I'll be back. So when you're done stitching, you can see you've gone ahead to stitch it. This is what it looks like. So the next thing we are going to do now is to fix the elastic. So you are going to, this is the midpoint, and then you hold this other midpoint. You make sure you're the middle. So just fold this in like so, so that you can see the midpoint. This is the midpoint here. So from this midpoint here, you're going to measure. Let's see. You're going to measure 17 inches. This is the midpoint here. So from this midpoint, you just measure 17 inches. So here is the 17 inches. I'll just go ahead and mark it. 17, 16, 15, they are all okay. So this is the midpoint. So this is the middle here. So I mark it here. Now from this point where you notched earlier, you just connect it. You just connect it to the 17 inches. So you also come to this side, you also mark it, and you also connect it to the 17 inches. So you have something like this. Can you see it? You can make it curve a little. Let me just curve it. So you also curve. Okay. So this is it. So this is where we are fixing the elastic. So you are going to take it to your sewing machine. You place your elastic here. Now you will start sewing. Let me pin the elastic here so that I can explain. So you will start, you will put it in your machine, lock it, then place your fabric this way, then gather it. You can see the way I'm gathering. You do some gathers, you will stitch a little, you do another gathers, you stitch, you keep following that line that you mark, you stitch. So you keep going like so, you stitch, you keep going. You'll be pulling the elastic, you pull it very tight. So you stitch till you get to this part. So this is exactly what I'm going to go to the sewing machine now and do. So I'll be right back. So I've gone ahead to fix the elastic. I don't think I remember to mention the size of the elastic. This size is 7 inches. I use 7 inches for the elastic, and you have to pleat it very well so that you can have this gather effect at the back. You can also use your needle and thread after fixing the elastic. If it's not firm at the back, you can use your needle and thread. Then you just go ahead and weave this part. Take it to your weaving machine, or you use bias to tape it just to give it a neat finishing. That's all. Nothing serious. So when you're done, you can just embellish as you want. So I said it earlier that the embellishment is optional. It's not compulsory. It's optional. And this trimmings I'm using, I removed it from one of my lace. So you can use any trimmings to embellish it. You can use beads. Yes, you can use beads. But like I said, it's optional. It's not compulsory. You can just leave your scarf like this. So instead of tying scarf on your head, you can just do something simple like this and tie, and you're good to go. If you watch this video to this point and you still haven't subscribed, how about why now? What are you still doing? What are you still waiting for? What do we have to do to convince you that this place is where you're supposed to be? So guys, please hit on the subscription button, the notification bell, so that when we post videos every week, you will be the first to be notified that video is up. Okay, so this is where we come to the end of this class. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.